In this video, I'll share 8 essential tips about entry requirements that everyone visiting Japan should know. On my channel, I regularly share latest travel information about Japan and Japanese culture. If you're planning to visit Japan or are simply a fan of Japan, please subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. Number 1. Visa requirements. For travelers from many countries, short-term visits for tourism purposes are exempt from visa requirements, though the allowed stay duration and conditions vary by country. For example, travelers from United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and many European countries can stay for up to 90 days. This visa exemption applies only to non-profit purposes, such as tourism, short-term business, or family visits. Since the allowed stay duration under the visa exemption differs by country, it's essential to check your allowed stay period when planning your trip to Japan. For instance, travelers from Indonesia or Thailand are allowed to stay for 15 days, while those from Brunei can stay for 14 days. Nationals from the UAE and Qatar can stay for 30 days, which is slightly longer than other countries, but still under 90 days. Be sure to check the latest information on the official Japanese Ministry of Foreign Affairs website before your departure. For those who are not eligible for visa exemption, a tourist visa must be obtained before traveling. Tourist visas can be processed at Japanese embassies, and the review process can take anywhere from a few days to a few weeks. To apply for a tourist visa, you'll need documents like a return flight ticket, itinerary, and accommodation details. It's a good idea to plan your trip well in advance to ensure a smooth visa application process. Plus, the validity of your passport is an important point. Even if you're visiting Japan under visa exemption, your passport must remain valid throughout your stay. This is particularly crucial if you are transiting through other countries. Many countries require that your passport has at least 6 months of validity at the time of entry. For example, if you're passing through the United States on your way to Japan, US entry requirements may require that your passport be valid for 6 months or more. Therefore, unlike entering Japan directly, you should confirm entry requirements for any transit countries to ensure there are no issues with your travel itinerary. If your purpose is a long-term stay, employment, or studying, you'll need a different type of visa rather than a tourist visa or visa exemption. For example, if you need a work visa or student visa, you'll be required to provide additional documents, such as an employment contract or a certificate from the university you'll be attending. These special visas have different application procedures than tourist visas, so it's essential to consult with the Japanese embassy in advance and prepare the necessary documentation. Visa and entry requirements may change frequently due to international situations or Japanese government policy, so be sure to confirm the latest information before your departure. Number 2. Visit Japan Web. Visit Japan Web is a website provided by the Japanese government to streamline entry procedures for foreign travelers. By using this, travelers can pre-register required customs and immigration information online, simplifying airport procedures. Normally, entry cards and customs declarations need to be filled out on the plane or at the airport. But with this service, you can complete the required entry steps before arriving. This is especially helpful during busy travel seasons, as it helps reduce waiting times at the airport, making it an essential tool for smooth entry. To use this service, first visit the Visit Japan website and create an account. The registration process is straightforward. Once your account is set up, enter personal details such as your name, passport information, and flight details. This allows your travel information to be pre-linked with the immigration system, reducing the need for document presentation upon arrival. You can also register information about your hotel or address in Japan, which serves as an emergency contact. Additionally, a QR code is generated based on the information you provide, which can be saved on your smartphone or printed out and shown at the airport to further expedite the entry process. The QR code works for both customs and immigration, and it helps alleviate congestion when many tourists arrive at once, as all necessary information can be verified with a single code. Visit Japan Web is also extremely useful for shopping in Japan. Typically, to claim tax exemption, passport information must be registered at the store at the time of purchase. By registering on Visit Japan Web in advance, the process at the store is simplified, making shopping more convenient. Furthermore, the QR code centralizes all necessary tax-free information, streamlining procedures upon arrival and departure. Note that there is no official app for Visit Japan Web on the App Store or Google Play. This service is only available via the website, so be sure to register through the official website to avoid counterfeit apps. By registering accurate information before your trip, you'll greatly reduce the time and effort required upon arrival, saving you time at the airport. Number 3. Wi-Fi and SIM. Free Wi-Fi is widely available in major tourist areas like Tokyo and Kyoto, but it can be difficult to access in more rural regions. For checking the hours and locations of tourist spots or using translation apps, having data access is essential. It's common for travelers to use either a pocket Wi-Fi device or a SIM card. Pocket Wi-Fi can be rented upon arrival at the airport. Services like Ninja Wi-Fi and Sakura Mobile are available for pickup at the airport and provide stable connections throughout Japan. Pocket Wi-Fi is economical if traveling with a group, as multiple people can share the device, but it may be costly for solo use and has drawbacks such as the risk of loss. SIM cards are also easy to purchase at the airport, with a variety of plans based on data volume and duration. When using a SIM card, you'll need to enable data roaming in your smartphone settings. Additionally, make sure your phone is unlocked, as SIM-free phones are required. SIM cards can also be purchased at convenience stores or electronics shops within Japan. But in tourist areas, pocket Wi-Fi tends to offer more stable connections. Choose the option that best fits your needs. While SIM cards can be purchased quickly within Japan, pocket Wi-Fi may take time to pick up if not reserved in advance. If you're planning to use pocket Wi-Fi, be sure to make a reservation before leaving your home country. Number 4. Transportation IC card. In Japan, having a transportation IC card is very convenient. In Tokyo, you can use IC cards like Suica or Pasmo, and in the Kansai region, there's iKoka. With these cards, you can skip the hassle of buying tickets each time and easily ride trains and buses, often at a slightly discounted fare. For tourists, there is also a Welcome Suica specifically designed for visitors. While Welcome Suica is valid for only 28 days, it functions just like a regular Suica card. Recently, regular IC cards like Suica have become harder to obtain, so it's recommended to purchase a Welcome Suica as soon as you arrive at the airport. You can buy a Welcome Suica at the airport station. Although it's also available at other locations, options are limited, so it's best to get one as soon as you arrive at the airport. Mobile IC cards on smartphones are also convenient. iPhone users can easily add a mobile Suica through Apple Wallet, eliminating the need to carry cash. However, please note that charging the card with a Visa card may not work smoothly, so consider using an alternative method if necessary. For more information on IC cards in Japan, check out this video. There is a link in the summary section. Number 5. JR Pass. The Japan Rail Pass. JR Pass is a special rail pass for foreign tourists traveling in Japan, allowing unlimited rides on JR lines across the country at a fixed rate. This pass is available only to foreign travelers visiting for tourism or short-term stays, and comes in 3 usage periods: 7 days, 14 days, and 21 days. During the selected period, you can use almost all JR-operated Shinkansen, express, and regular trains, making this pass an excellent value for travelers covering large distances across Japan. However, there are some limitations on JR Pass. For example, the fastest Shinkansen between Tokyo and Shin-Osaka, the Nozomi, and the even faster Mizuho are not covered by JR Pass. If you wish to ride the Nozomi or Mizuho, a separate fare is required. On the same routes, you'll need to take other trains like the Hikari or Sakura, which are covered by the pass. Additionally, JR Pass does not cover some private railways or bus routes, so you'll need to purchase separate tickets for non-JR routes. JR Pass is particularly advantageous if you plan on frequent long-distance travel on Shinkansen or express trains. For example, if you're traveling by Shinkansen between major cities like Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, and Hiroshima, JR Pass is often more cost-effective than regular fares. Plus, it offers the freedom to make multiple stops. However, in 2023, the price of JR Pass was raised, so you'll now need to carefully assess whether the pass truly offers good value for your itinerary. To maximize the value of JR Pass, it's important to plan your itinerary around how much you'll use the pass. For example, with a 7-day pass, you'll save money if you plan an intensive schedule, traveling from Tokyo to Osaka, then on to Kyoto and Hiroshima within those days. On the other hand, if you're spending many days around the Tokyo or Osaka area, it might be more economical to use a day pass, like the Tokyo subway ticket or an IC card. Plus, JR East and JR West offer regional passes, such as the Hokuriku Arch Pass or the Kansai Wide Area Pass, which may be a better value if you're traveling within specific regions. And note that JR Pass can only be purchased as a voucher from outside Japan. After arriving in Japan, present this voucher at a JR office in an airport or major station to exchange it for the actual JR Pass. When you exchange it, you'll need to show your passport with a short stay visa stamp and specify the activation date. The pass becomes valid for consecutive days from the start date, so plan your usage dates carefully. JR offices can be crowded during peak seasons, so allow plenty of time for the exchange process. Recently, JR Pass option has also become available at select locations and websites within Japan, though it tends to be more expensive, so purchasing it in advance from abroad is recommended. For long-distance travel, the JR Pass also allows you to reserve seats easily. Shinkansen and express train seats can be reserved at JR station ticket offices or ticket machines, with no additional fees for reserved seating. During peak travel seasons and holidays, seats can fill up quickly, so early reservations are advised. If you have large luggage, note that some Shinkansen trains between Tokyo and Osaka now require a luggage reservation for designated luggage spaces, even for JR Pass users. Checking these detailed rules in advance will help ensure a smooth experience. Finally, to determine whether JR Pass is cost-effective for your trip, you may want to use a JR Pass calculator. This online tool compares the cost of individual tickets for your planned itinerary with the price of JR Pass, helping you choose the best option for your travel plans. Number 6. Cash and cashless preparation. In Japan, credit cards are widely accepted in urban areas, but cash remains common in rural areas, small shops, and at food stalls. Cash is also useful for things like capsule toy, game arcades, and food stalls, where small change is often needed. You can obtain cash either by exchanging currency at the airport or by withdrawing from an ATM. ATMs can be found in convenience stores such as 7-Eleven, Lawson, and Family Mart throughout Japan. And they accept international credit and debit cards for yen withdrawals. 7-bank ATMs are especially convenient, as they are available 24 hours, allowing you to withdraw cash even late at night. Additionally, Japan's IC cards are very convenient. With cards like Suica and Pasmo, you can not only pay for train and bus fares, but also make purchases at convenience stores, vending machines, and fast food outlets. Number 7. Recommended apps. Now, let's go over some recommended apps to make your trip to Japan more convenient. First, the essential Google Maps is incredibly useful for route navigation and finding nearby spots. It also provides train and bus schedules, ensuring smooth travel around Japan. If you get lost or need to navigate multiple transfers, the clear map display makes it easy to get back on track. Next, be sure to download the Google Translate app beforehand. If you're not confident in Japanese, the app's camera and voice translation features allow for real-time translations, which can be helpful when shopping or ordering at restaurants. It supports multiple languages beyond Japanese and English, so it's reliable for many situations. Since Japan is prone to earthquakes, having a disaster information app like Yurokuru Call is also beneficial. This app provides immediate notifications in the event of an earthquake, allowing you to prepare in advance. iPhone users can enable emergency alerts in the notification settings to receive alerts during their stay. Finally, for those looking to connect with people in Japan, the messaging app Line is widely used. With functions similar to WhatsApp or Telegram, it makes it easy to communicate smoothly with locals. Number 8. Tourist spots requiring reservations. Finally, let's talk about tourist attractions that need reservations in advance. In Japan, many popular tourist spots demand prior booking. For example, theme parks such as Tokyo Disneyland, Universal Studios Japan, and it can be hard to enter without securing tickets beforehand. These destinations attract large numbers of visitors from Japan and overseas, and tickets often sell out quickly during peak seasons or weekends. By purchasing tickets early, you can secure access and plan your schedule more efficiently. Other attractions that benefit from reservations include observation decks like Tokyo Skytree and Shibuya Sky, themed cafes like the Pokemon Cafe, and interactive art museums such as Team Lab. These locations experience heavy demand, and making reservations helps reduce waiting times and allows for a smoother sightseeing experience. If you are interested in cultural activities, options such as samurai sword lessons or wagashi making workshops are highly recommended. Many of these classes have limited spots and require reservations, especially during busy tourist seasons. Adding these unique cultural experiences to your travel plan will give you an opportunity to deeply engage with Japanese traditions. When preparing for reservations, it is essential to check the ticket release dates and set reminders in your calendar. Tickets for highly popular spots often sell out immediately after release, so booking as soon as you finalize your plans ensures a stress-free experience. Even if a location does not require a reservation, visiting during peak times or special events often results in heavy crowds, so pre-purchasing tickets can help you fully enjoy your visit without unnecessary delays. So this time, I shared some essential tips for entry requirements for Japan. By following these points, you can ensure smooth travel and sightseeing during your visit, allowing you to fully enjoy all the wonderful experiences Japan has to offer. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. See you in the next video.